What's up, guys? Today we're talking about how to take your Instagram stories to the next level. I thought that was a pretty cool intro. I had a lot of fun making that. Okay, so today we're talking about how to up your Instagram story game, and there are going to be two ways that I'm going to show you how to do this. One is all in camera, and the next is going to be using software, and it's going to be more intricate to really step your game up. So the first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is have a camera. And if you want to take selfies and stuff for Instagram stories, I recommend a wide angle lens. The 18 to 55 kit lens works. I'm usually using my Sony a7R III with the 28mm lens, which is about equivalent to an 18mm on a crop sensor size. Now you can also add a mic to your setup to make your sound a lot better and can really step up your Instagram stories. But for the most part, I don't think sound is as important as visuals, because a lot of people are watching Instagram stories without audio, and if the visuals are very encapsulating, then they'll turn on sound. So it's visuals first, then sound. The mic is not as important. So the first thing you want to do after you have your camera is tilt your camera vertically. And that is obviously something very important for vertical Instagram stories. So once you've done that, everything is normal. You're talking to the camera as you usually would. And when you're done, you can just send it to your phone. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So when you have the video that you want to upload to your phone, you're going to hit the function key on your Sony camera, and then you're going to hit this image. From there, it'll start the Wi-Fi process, and you can connect the Wi-Fi to your phone. Once it's connected, you can go into the app on your iPhone, and it'll start the transfer. For Instagram stories, you're aiming for between 10 and 15 seconds, so the transfer should take about half a minute, and voila, you've now sent it over to your phone. So now that you have the video on your phone, you're going to want to go to your photos, select the video that you just sent over, hit edit up in the top right, and then you see these three little dots on the bottom of your screen. You're going to want to hit that, and the iMovie button will pop up. Click that, and now you've opened iMovie. So once you've opened that, take 2 fingers and rotate your video so it's vertically oriented, and now you have a vertical video. You can now trim as you see fit, and once you've done that, you can now hit done, and it'll export a brand new video. And voila, you now have a vertical video that you can post to Instagram. The second way you can really upgrade your Instagram stories is to put it into Premiere and edit it like a full-on movie, and I can show you what I mean by that right now. Alright, so we're now in Adobe Premiere and we have the clip that we want to edit for our Instagram story. So the first thing we're going to do is drag that onto our timeline. Now, you see here it's horizontal, so what we want to do is delete this clip and go up to Sequence, Sequence Settings, and you're going to change this to 1080 by 1920. So now your preview is vertical, and you can drag this back on. Now this prompt is going to come up. You want to keep existing settings, otherwise the work you just did is for nothing. So you keep existing settings, and it still recognizes it as a vertical shot because that's what your camera is telling it to do. So what you want to do is click this, and in Effect Controls you want to go Rotation and rotate it either 90 degrees or in my case 270 degrees. So now we have it vertically oriented. So here I have a clip that I've previously edited, and I think it's very important to know that when you're telling a story that's longer than 15 seconds on Instagram, you have to be very cognizant of where you're making that cut, because that little bit of lag that you get when transferring between stories on Instagram can really take away from the story you're trying to tell if it is longer than 15 seconds. So initially here, I was planning on making a cut right here when they switch from serving the oatmeal to pouring the hot water. But when I made the cut right here, you can't tell that I cut it. This is a much more seamless way to do things, especially if you're trying to tell a story. So when you're happy with the clip that you want to export, hit I at the very beginning of the clip to start your endpoint, and then go to the end of the clip and hit O on your keyboard. Now you'll see when you do this, Adobe Premiere automatically adds 1 frame after this, so what you want to do is go 1 frame back and hit O. This is especially helpful for when you're getting close to that 15-second time limit, and you want to make sure that nothing is cut off and that you don't have a black frame at the end of your clip. Once you've selected your in and your out points, you're going to hit Command M on your keyboard. This will pop up. What you want to do here is rename the file, hit save, and then I usually select use maximum render quality. However, this doesn't really do that much because of Instagram's compression. So when we're all done here, you're just gonna hit export and you're good to go. All right guys, that's it for me. Leave a comment down below if you found this very helpful. My name's been Marc Steiner, and I will see you next time. God, I can't sing. Oh god. Now I have the snap. wait.